So before we get started, I want to introduce what is the IRS publication, especially publication 538. So IRS publish a series of publications on a yearly basis. Sometimes they will update, sometimes they will not update, sometimes they will revise for many years and get a new revised version of publications, and you can see each of the publications progress. I think it's really helpful, and I personally I also work as a programmer, so I write countless a software that track things, and if there is like updates, I will get notified, and then I'm going to look at it and start the latest information. And I think for a tax professional, it's a really crucial to keep your knowledge updated. That's the reason why for tax pros, IRS got a continued education requirement. So you have to learn the latest. It's not like what I learned as all this stay the same, especially in the field of tax and accounting. Okay, and for the publication 538, it's more about the accounting period. Okay, and so for example, if you are say what is tax year, what is calendar year, fiscal year, short tax year, and all that. And we're going to use the short tax year as an example because some of my clients that require to fill the 1120, that it's a short tax year. I'm going to show you in that specific form, but you have to have this side note knowledge. Okay, and so what is the short tax year? So the IRS defines a short tax year as a tax year of less than 12 months. So that means, anytime a return cover period shorter than a full calendar year, the IRS consider is a short tax year under their rules. Okay, and this rule also apply if your entity is not in existence for entire year. So that, for example, is your entity liquidates, or your former entity, but it's not at the very beginning of this year, right? Your former entity at the middle of, or maybe at the end, near the end of that year. So your entity is not existent for prior years. Okay, that's definitely a short tax year, but still remember this short tax is still considered a year. Okay, so that do require you to fulfill your duty as a whether you want to file tax return or information return.